On Saturday, January 29th, Upper Dublin High School held a community open house from 9 to 12 in the morning to showcase the brand new high school to the public. The event saw a very successful turnout, and visitors gathered in the new cafeteria to begin their tours.
Opened last December with the completion of the new athletic center. Many of you may have visited the new natatorium, the new gymnasium, and the support areas. Phase 2, in which we're now standing, is the main academic wing. Just opened on Monday, January 3rd. So we've only been in this part of the building for about a month. We're still hanging photographs, we're still hanging pictures, we're still settling into the new building. There are 545 public high schools in Pennsylvania, 545. Last year, Upper Dublin had the 7th highest SAT scores, 7 out of 545.
The cafeteria was the central hub of activity as visitors mingled and student organizations set up tables. From there, visitors went on a 19-stop tour of the building, and we'll show you some of the highlights, starting in the kitchen.
Regulation that's coming down from the Healthy Hungry Free Kids Act, which was a school lunch reform that was signed into law by President Obama on December 13th. The first thing they're going to be regulating is changing the components that we have, and I have what they currently are, and I have what they're changing to, and I have what we're already doing or will be doing in order to accommodate that. This is proposed to go into effect on September 2012.
Mr. Hillman's classroom, and you're just about to meet Mr. Hillman on our video here. So using our smartboard technology, I will play it for you.
For all classes, it's really terrific. For a language arts teacher, it really gives you the opportunity to make layered presentations of technology. What that could look like simply is maybe a poem or a short story right on the board and you can manipulate it and things like that. The other thing, if you look straight back there,
right behind
are the
you.
STI rooms, and those would stand for small group instruction. And you don't always have those 25, 30 student classes. So sometimes you want a little more intimate class.
Visitors were also treated to musical presentations in the building's corner spaces.
If you look into the courtyard in the far end, you'll see a playground. Because of the snow, you can't see the layout, but the equipment and the layout of the playground for the Head Start students were designed by our architectural classes here at the high school 2 years ago. So they put their designs in, one of them was the winner, and then they worked hand in hand with the construction company to have it put up. So it was a neat feature connecting what's going on with the curriculum.
As you can see, in the past, the classroom environment was less than ideal for technology education. Students had a small surface in front of the computers for sketching and drafting, quizzes, note-taking, and the construction of projects. The new classroom has large benches designed specifically for the construction of projects. Students can also use these benches to partake in the collaborative design process. The computer lab is separate from the applications room, yet it is still visible, so students can safely work in both rooms and still be supervised by one teacher.
In a few seconds, just to tell you a little bit about our broadcasting studio.
Upper Dublin High School is taking a major step into the future with construction of the new studio. Now that we have access to the space, we are beginning to put in state-of-the-art production equipment that will allow us to produce studio-based programming. Overall, the space consists of 30 individual rooms. We have the studio itself with all the amenities, including lights, cameras, and permanent green screen walls.
This is going to be our control room.
And finally, we have our classroom space.
After the tour, we asked a number of officials and a community member what part of the school they were most excited about.
The media center, the new library with the beautiful lighting, beautiful spaces for kids to sit, and there will be new hours so that the library is open later for the students to really spend time and use the facility.
Yeah, I think a wow factor, just making it real and seeing how it all came together. I think people have an idea in their head, but once you see it and you actually see how the kids are making it a home and the teachers are making it a home, integrating the technology and with the instruments and the use of the hallways or the use of the specialized area, it it comes together and it becomes real. That's a big wow factor.
I think the fact that a lot of folks got to see with the crowds how traffic flow moves in the building. They got to see the implementation of technology in the classrooms, which is state of the art. I work at a pharmaceutical company, and it's right up there with current technologies that are used around the world. And facilities like the cafeteria, and outside of the classroom, the athletic complex, and I think people will be looking forward to seeing the next phase, which will be the arts and theater.
It's all a wow factor. It's the package. It's everything. It's from the indoor facilities, where our athletics, the swimming pool, certainly what goes on in the classroom. I think that some of our teachers that were in the classrooms today did a wonderful job pointing out what they can do, how they can teach, how they can use media to augment their lectures in the classroom, the books, the supplies. I'm very proud to be here. I think it's been a terrific day, as Dr. Plattis would say, to be a part of.
Reporting for Upper Dublin Patch, this is Kyle Bagenstos.